guys, just going to do a movie review this evening. This one is just in the lead up to Halloween. I've been watching a couple of horror movies, just trying to keep it varied and stuff as to what horror movies I've been watching in the lead up to Halloween as well. But this video I'm going to be focusing on one of my favourites actually. It's really a superb movie, I think. It's Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 remake of the George Romero 1970s movie. This one is absolutely amazing, and I think, for me, it's my opinion, I think this is one of those very, very rare cases where you get a movie which is a remake and it's actually better than the original. There's not many movies like that have come out and done that, but this is definitely one of those, I think. You could make a case really of the most recent Halloween being better than any of the sequels, and as well, but this one, in terms of a straight remake of that original movie, this is brilliant. So, Dawn of the Dead, this is a 2004 film, brilliant cast as well. You've got Ving Rhames as one of the leads in this, Mekhi Phifer as well, coming off his 8 Mile fame. Sarah Polley, which is she was pretty good in this as well. Directed by Zack Snyder as well. This film. So the guy, he's done 300, Superman, the Justice League version recently came out, which his cut I think is a lot better than what went to the cinema as well. So, in fairness to him, Watchmen, the movie version, I think it's more well known for, like, say, 300 as well, and the Justice League. But for me, I think this is his best movie, and it's one of it was written by James Gunn as well, I believe. So James Gunn, leaving aside his suspect Twitter humour, should we say, his Guardians of the Galaxy movie is pretty good. Really enjoyed them. The new Suicide Squad is really good too. So it is a pretty good ensemble. Behind the camera and in front of the camera as well. When it came out, this was a bit of a small budget, so 26 million it cost to make the movie. It did make back 100 million, which is a decent return for that. But with this movie, I think that it's actually got reasonably better. It's aged a lot better than when it first came out. I think the appreciation and the quality of the film really stands up. And you look at the timeline as well. This effectively, I think that post 9/11, you were looking at types of themes in coming through in pop culture, and this was certainly the precursor to the Walking Dead TV series as well, which up until about, say, season 4, season 5 of the Walking Dead, the rest of it's just crap, to be honest. I haven't really watched the Walking Dead in about 4 or 5 years, but the first couple of series of the Walking Dead following straight after this movie was excellent, to be honest. This for me, I think, is one of the best zombie movies out there, along with the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead as well. That's absolutely amazing. But this one, this one has got a Zack Snyder. He made another sort of zombie movie later, I think it was earlier this year, Army of the Dead, which was more of like a what do they call it, like a reimagining or a spiritual sequel to this movie. So that is pretty good as well. I enjoyed that. But this Dawn of the Dead is absolutely fantastic. So let's get into the actual movie itself. So you've got a nurse who played by Sarah Polley. She goes home from one of her shifts. Everything seems normal before when she goes to bed with her partner. Wakes up in the morning pretty early, around 6 or 7 o'clock. The next door neighbour's kid, for some reason, enters their bedroom, rips, and just turns her partner into a zombie. With this one as well, unlike other zombie movies, they are, whatever contagion it is, whatever that they've, is created the zombies itself, it spreads pretty fast. They're runners, they're not slow sort of walkers, like in The Walking Dead or Night of the Living Dead. They are runners, so the stakes are a lot higher in this as well, I would say. And she barely manages to escape, trying to look for some civilization, some semblance of order somewhere to stop the chaos. And ends up with another band of survivors and a police officer played by Ving Rhames, and they go to a shopping mall. And I got to be honest, the set of the movie is excellent. I think the sort of the characters in there as well, for how little screen time that they had. I mean, you could have gone into a series of this, or maybe even elongated the movie out to say 3 or 4 hours if you needed to. The amount of character development in it was quality. The actors like Michael Kelly was really good, excellent in that. This is a superb movie where the stakes are pretty high, so they tend to sort of settle in. There's a bit of a aggravation between the mall security guys and the new band of survivors looking to try and hold up in there until they can gather their thoughts or go elsewhere. It's a bit of a aggravation between them, and then another band of survivors comes in. They sort of come to an agreement that they're going to try and load up these two huge vans, turn them into pretty much like tanks, and try and make it for the nearby pier front, where one of the characters has got, I think it's like a sailing boat he's got there. So, but obviously things don't go to plan. You lose a couple of people on the way. The action is unbelievable. The stakes are brilliant. There's a lot of things in the film. Typical sort of zombie movie tropes as well, but in this I think there's a lot of fresh ideas, and I think the way that the characters are developed makes you give a shit about the movie, and also when when their actual destination towards the end, when they do actually get away, albeit a very slimmed down version of the survivors band than originally set off in the two vans, and they do manage to get off onto the boat, but that opens a whole new world of problems as well. But I gotta say, overall, it's an amazing cast, brilliant effects as well in the movie as well. The storyline's amazing. The action is really mixed and excellent. Down from the sort of the chase scene right at the very start, getting into the mall as well, and then that ending then with the kind of the breakout scene then, as they try to make their way then down to the waterfront is another excellent scene of the movie. But yeah, this is sort of one of those ones that really garnered a lot of critic appraisal later on and at the time as well. So I mean, just to check what we've got with it. So Dawn of the Dead is actually, I mean, pretty much identical. Audience review 77 and the critics review 76, and that's really rare. More so you see it nowadays where the critics are reviewing certain things. For argument's sake, Dave Chappelle's new comedy special on Netflix, and the critics are savage in it for the most part, and the audience scores through the roof is something like 94%, 95%. The critics just absolutely hate it. But I think that's just a testament to the times that we're living in, where I think everything has become quite polarized and politicized as well. Whereas this movie is a straight action movie. This is not too much politics at all in there, if any. This is just pure escapism, and quality direction, brilliant script writing, excellently acted as well. And like I said, one of the very few films that outshines the original. And I think that the Army of the Dead did a pretty decent job following it up as well later on. So I will be doing a review of that. I did really enjoy Army of the Dead too. That was pretty good. So yeah, I'd say check this one out if you're going to watch any sort of movies in the lead up to Halloween. It depends on what your flavour is, what type of scary movies you like. I would go for this on your list of any sort of zombie movie or action horror movie. I would say this one would definitely be on the list because this is one of the best. Maybe the new Halloween that came out in 2018, 2019, that was excellent as well. But in terms of like sort of grand sort of zombie movies, this is the best. So overall, I give this one a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. It is a personal favourite of mine as well, and I think it is a classic, and it's a critics classic and an audience classic as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Go and check the movie out yourself as well, and check it out on Netflix. It should be on there now.